Hello everyone. In this short video, we will talk about procrastination and a very specific type of procrastination which affects each and every one of us. And I will tell you a strategy that you can apply today and it will help you move out of that procrastination mode. Now, before we move on, let's just have a quick talk about the definition of procrastination. And the best way to explain procrastination is to give you some examples, and I'm sure almost all of you can relate to these. So, you are a student and you know the exams will be in 6 months' time. The subject contents are quite technical, it needs a lot of practice and time, but what do most of us do? We don't feel like studying when we know the exams are like 6 months away. We don't have the motivation to study. We would rather spend our nights binge watching Netflix and spend our days mindlessly scrolling through social media and YouTube until 6 months reduced to 5 months, and 5 months reduced to 4, then 3, then 2, then 1 month, and then you're left with 3 weeks. And one day you wake up knowing the exams are in just 2 weeks' time, and then something happens. Suddenly, all of those movies start to look boring, the interest in YouTube and social media just fades away, and the motivation comes back, and all-nighters start to look very easy, and we spend like next full week in a panic mode. Can you relate to this? This is an example of procrastination. Now let's look at another one. You are in office and you know you have 10 days to deliver that report, but as soon as you start working, something strange happens. You suddenly remember that the most urgent thing to do right now is to check your Facebook, your Instagram, read the newspaper, check out the YouTube notification you received like a couple of hours back, and deep inside your head you know that you are wasting time. But these activities look more interesting than doing the hard work of that project. And then what happens? As soon as the deadline is close enough and there is a risk of missing it and getting into some serious consequences, what happens? All of the feelings of boredom just flies away and you are working straight for 48 hours and the project is done. Procrastination is when you are delaying or postponing something, or when layer activities are happening in the time when layer activities are not supposed to be happening. Now, it turns out there are two types of things on which we procrastinate. Things with the deadlines and things without deadlines. Now, the things with the deadlines are the ones which we are all aware of, right? We have exams, a project, an interview, a presentation, a meeting. We can procrastinate on it all we want, but as soon as the deadline comes close, or there is a risk of public embarrassment, career-threatening disaster, or some other scary consequence, we will just snap out of it. And the effects of procrastinations are limited to that deadline. But the problem is other type of things on which we procrastinate, those on which there are no deadlines. Because when there is no deadline, we just keep on delaying it. For example, you want to change your career. As long as you have a job, you will just think about it. You want to start a side business to get you some extra income. You want to start exercising. You want to spend more time with your family. You want to eat healthy. You want to do social projects. I'm sure each and every one of you has something in your mind which you are delaying. You are procrastinating on because there is no deadline attached to it. And as long as there is no deadline, you will never feel the urge. You will never feel the push to start working on it. And you will have that dream in your head. And when months turns into years, it will become a source of long-term unhappiness and regrets. And this is the type of procrastination I wanted to talk about. Now, can you think of any project or anything that you have in your mind that you wanted to do and you're just delaying it? Yeah, I will start. Yeah, sure, soon. Just bring that thing into your mind. And I will tell you a step that will prompt you to take the action today. It worked perfectly well for me. I applied that strategy on myself and I have started working on things that I was just thinking on. I was just planning about. I was never executing those. So now I will show you something. Just have a look at this. You know what this is? These are boxes. Each box represents 1 week of life. The number of boxes you see here are the weeks that a person with 80 years of life will have. Have you noticed that these are not unlimited boxes? You can print this thing on a 1 A4 size page. And guess what? You have already consumed quite a bunch of these. Now have a good hard look at this. and think that task that you are procrastinating on, that amazing project that you have in your mind, and tell me one thing. Are you sure there is no deadline? I want you to do two things. First, in the description box, I have linked this file. Download it, print it out, and put it somewhere you can see it daily. Cross the boxes you have already lived, and after every week, cross the box that is gone. Trust me, you will snap out of your procrastination mode, and you will be doing the amazing things you always wanted to do. If you want to read more about procrastination, time management, productivity, then visit our website, awareness-paradigm.com, and I hope you will find some useful stuff there. That's it for this video. Take care. Bye.